Hello and welcome to this card reading for August the 31st through September the 6th. I'm Angelyn. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it every single time you do. If you like the reading, please pass this along to your friends. It's quick, it's easy to digest. All right, so take a deep breath. Pull all your energy back into your body. We are going to connect to these cards and see what is happening for us this week, August 31st through September the 6th. Full moon is the 7th, so it ain't this week, y'all. So the major theme of the week is the Fool. The Fool is just such a lovely energy. It's hope. It's expecting the best. There's going to be a lot of learning, but it's willingness, it's hope, it's being able to move forward with sort of a new, fresh feeling. And that's lovely. And you know, there is a certain amount of work that you have to do in order to get to a place where you're willing to do, to start something new and to go off on an adventure with something that you've never done before. And so I reject this idea that the Fool energy is like a childlike energy, or that they're foolish in some way. They're not. Like, trying new things is not foolish. I would say the opposite is true. Showing up with a sense of awe, the way that children or people who are more naive might show up, that's where it's at. So let's see where this goes. This is exciting. I like this. All right, so what does the week look like? Wow. Like, really big energies, you guys. Okay, so at the beginning of the week, it looks like there is some sense of spending time alone. It's like I need to finish up something from last week. I just need to get it settled in my mind, and this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to take some time. I'm going to sit in a hot tub. I'm going to go swimming. I'm going to be outside, maybe close to water. And I'm going to process, and I'm going to think, and I'm going to reflect, and I'm going to do it alone, and I'm going to enjoy it, and it's going to feel good. That act, that willingness to go into that spot and examine, is going to potentially feel a little bit uncomfortable. We might find ourselves in a spot that we're unfamiliar with, or that we don't exactly know where to go. So this could be, you know, some time of reflection, and then moving into, because of that reflection, like, oh gosh, that was a little bit cringy, that thing that I did, or oh gosh, I forgot to do this thing, and so now I'm screwed. Am I screwed? I need to figure this out. So there's a sense of like being upended, or being in an unexpected place because of this work, or of this journey, because of this journey that you took. Now remember, we have the Fool energy, this like new and exciting energy. And so even though we're feeling like we might not know what's going to happen or where we're going, we do have a sense of being in charge, of knowing. This is the King of Pentacles. Like, he is a director, he's a manager, he's in charge, he can handle it. He can handle just about anything, and does. And so we look to him. When that guy walks in the room, it's like, oh, everything's going to be fine. So bring this energy to your week. If it gets to be, you know, later in the week, we're looking at Thursday, we're looking at Friday, it might be that the King of Pentacles is someone that you might need to ask Like, gosh, I am finding myself, I don't necessarily know how this is going to go, and I'd kind of like a little advice. Okay, find somebody who knows what you're doing or who has done this before and see what they have to say. You can look online, you can look up a book, I mean, you can do all kinds of stuff. As the week finishes up, we're looking at you Friday, Saturday. By then, there is a feeling of commitment. Like, I am committed to this process now. This one that I started, this energy of excitement and new, I'm sitting in it and I'm feeling, this is the High Priestess, I'm feeling like I know what I'm doing, I'm feeling my magic, and it feels more like what I am after. Remember that when you start new things, that the more you examine it, the more you ask yourself, like, how does this feel? What is my body telling me? What are my emotions right now? Let me adjust. Like, every time you do that, you're creating something that is more fully aligned with you. Without the examination, you don't have that. And so the High Priestess is saying, use that stuff, use the stuff that you know, where you examine what you're doing, you look closely at the answers that you're giving yourself, and then adjust and move forward. You're going to have more access, more oh man, it's like words just went, I'm like, in chargeness. That's not a word. But you're going to feel more in charge. You're going to feel more like, oh, I've got this. This feels really good. I'm in alignment here. I've studied myself and I'm feeling like I know where I'm going. I'd like to know a little bit more about the High Priestess, though. I'd like to know a little bit more about what she's trying to say. She's facing a different direction than everybody else in the read, which tells me that she's sort of like, you know, by the time she gets here later in the week, she's taking us in a different direction. Okay, so the clarifier, we have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is about manifestation. It's about just a lot of creation energy. So I think that for this week, you know, the message that we're getting is that this learning process is really important in terms of creating the life that we want. This process this week is just really vital in getting honest with yourself and getting more aligned so that you can feel more in charge of where things are going for you. Be really honest with yourself. Take the time to do this kind of reflection work. And know that you can manifest. When you do that work, man, you can create anything, but you've got to do the work, the reflection work, to get in line with yourself. Okay? Listen, if you like these videos, will you please like this video? And will you please subscribe? And will you please tell your friends? It would be so great, and I would appreciate it so much. Thank you all for joining me, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.